Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Damn it. I'll try and add you again. Sorry guys, we're having some difficulty.
I think I can hear you now.
Yes,
Okay.
I can hear you. It's so loud. I have my headphones in.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, well.
Look at us. Look at us go, being all technologically advanced.
Yes. Has anybody asked any questions yet?
No, I'm been trying to organize, trying to figure this out.
Sorry I couldn't make the video work this week. It's just been crazy.
That's okay.
Oh,
Someone goes, oh boy, here we go.
they're coming in hot and heavy. It's hard to read them quick enough. Oh,
How long have you all known each other? Since I moved here,
yeah.
2.5 years, I guess.
I remember the first day you came in the gym, actually.
Well, I met you before I came in the gym. I'm pretty sure because it was at Invicta.
Yeah. No, I mean, like,
And
you were there to fight, and you stopped by, I think.
yeah, it was like a Tuesday night or something like that because I remember it was like jiu-jitsu class.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then it was like the Monday after the fight, we did Shark Tank wrestling together.
Yes. Yeah, we used to get paired up together, which makes no sense.
I know, it was funny.
Have you ever
Oh, that's hilarious.
to the cage? I've thought about it, but I think I'm on the wrong side of 30 for that to be anything that I'm pursuing anytime soon. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'll let Megan have all the fun in the octagon.
Sure.
Okay.
Are you single? Laura's married, so she knows she's not single. And I'm a mystery.
Yes.
No one will ever know.
I'm wrapped in a conundrum, shrouded in a veil of secrecy.
I know.
Do you see different stuff than I do?
I don't know. Maybe it's like at different times. Do you still train, Laura?
Yeah, see, like I didn't even see that. Yeah, occasionally. I mostly just train strength and conditioning, and I go through phases where I do a lot of jujitsu, or I hit pads a couple times a week, but it's been a while since I've done like a heavy duty full on MMA class. But yeah, I still pretend to train.
So such great positive self-talk there, Laura. Oh, that's funny. I think like people don't realize like a lot of people kind of, I guess they lump you in like the whole group with like Megan Olivia and stuff like that of like people who've never trained before.
Yeah.
Whereas like you actually have a background in MMA, so it like is almost, I guess, like makes you more knowledgeable than them in a way, just because like you have that knowledge of what it's like to be in the cage.
So, I mean, especially when it comes to stuff like if you're interviewing someone about a weight cut, and not that I've done a weight cut, but I've done, 9 of them and they're not fun. So stuff like that, I feel like hands-on experience is definitely good for what I do.
Yeah.
Mostly these questions, at least the ones I'm seeing, are about whether Megan's dating anyone.
Really? I'm not seeing any of those.
We already addressed that.
Oh, Megan Olivia versus Laura Sanko. Oh,
In what?
I don't know. That's just all it said.
That's all it said. I'm trying to read. Man, these are coming in so fast.
Laura is the shiz.
Oh,
Yes. Karen Bryant is good. I like Karen. She's so lovely.
I like them all. I think everybody does a good job in their own way.
Yes, I agree. I see Megan, she did like that stint on the Fox decks,
Yeah, she did a great job.
which she did a good job.
Valentina or Priscilla?
I have a Shevchenko.
Yeah.
For sure.
She's gonna be.
And I gotta go for my boy Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Yeah.
He's fighting it's a tough fight. Is it Thiago Santos?
Yes.
He's the guy with the hammer on his chest. I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna like these both of these guys literally are like the same fighter.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be an absolute war.
It is gonna be a war, and Shevchenko is gonna be a monster at flyweight.
Yeah, I've seen some footage of this girl she's fighting, and she hits hard, but she's not as technical as Shevchenko.
Valentina might be tough to beat at flyweight.
Oh, I think we could have like a Ronda Rousey of the flyweights with Valentina.
Yeah, it might be a while before she is able to figure her out and get the best of her.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Lots of tacos.
Someone said I'm newly gay. Congratulations.
Oh, well, that's great.
Machida Anders. I actually am going to go, I don't know. Well, Machida didn't necessarily do too well in his last fight against Derek Brunson.
No.
But Anders he has the ability to knock him out, but like in his last fight, he kind of went like, I guess a little, he played it smart. He couldn't finish a guy who came in on a short notice.
Yeah.
And who isn't the caliber of Machida, so I don't know.
How long had it been since he fought though? Like almost 3 years, I want to say.
Machida, yeah.
So
it was a really long time. So maybe the ring rust is out.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about Anderson Silva?
Yes.
What was it, like synthetic testosterone in a diuretic? Jesus Christ.
What are you doing? I feel like two of the best fighters in this entire sport cannot get out of their own way in terms of like.
Who's the other one? John Jones?
Yeah, like can we just stop all the shenanigans? Because I want to be able to call Anderson Silva the greatest of all time.
A goat.
I want to be able to call Jones the greatest of all time, but there's always like a little asterisk now.
Yeah. God damn it, guys.
I know.
Get it together.
Come on.
Oh, someone said Mackenzie Dern, watch her be champ quickly. I just don't feel like her jiu-jitsu is amazing. I just don't feel like right now her striking is at the level. I feel like a lot of people, like as soon as she gets up against a striker who can stop a takedown, I don't feel like, I think she's going to go far in the UFC, but as soon as she hits somebody like that, it's going to be difficult for her because she won't be able to rely on her jiu-jitsu.
I agree. Her striking is still just a little bit green. I mean, she's at the perfect position to be starting to make the climb in the UFC. I mean,
and she's been matched really well for her first fight.
She's right where she needs to be, but I don't see her like being champion in 3 fights or anything like that. I think maybe one day, because like you say, her jiu-jitsu is unreal, but she's got a little ways to go on her striking. I think she even knows that, you know. Yeah,
I think so too. And she's at a good place. She's at the MMA lab, I'm pretty sure. So she's at a good place to do that. I would have liked to see like one one or two more fights in Invicta before going up, but I know the UFC held her contract, and
Yeah.
you know when the UFC want you up, they want you up. The same thing with Alexa Grasso.
Yeah, and it's hard to say no when you get that call.
Yeah,
About Cody versus TJ in a rematch. Who you think would get the rematch?
I don't know. I picked Cody to win that fight,
I did too.
so I don't know.
It was such a great fight. I mean, it almost
Yeah.
went the other way in that. I mean, that was such a great fight. Everybody won.
Oh yeah, I think everyone that was a big comeback because like he got rocked the TJ got rocked bad at the end of that first round.
Yep.
Exactly the same thing happened in that video that they put out of them in training.
Yep.
I was like, oh God. But that was a crazy finish. Stipe or DC? That's an interesting fight.
Gosh. It is hard to pick against DC. I mean, the man has only lost to one person ever. But it's steep. Oh man, that's a tough one. That is.
I know.
I like them both.
I don't know.
So
I'm gonna have to think more about that one.
I will too. And a lot of times my heart or my decision gets swayed based on who I think I like. Not that I've spent time with all these people because I haven't, but they both seem like wonderful human beings.
Oh yeah.
Both as athletes, I think they're both amazing at what they do. So yeah, it's another. I don't feel.
I feel like they're both great representatives for the sport.
Yeah.
Like DC, people give DC so much like shit, but man, like he is legitimately one of the nicest, most giving people you will ever meet.
Yeah. That article that came out where they were, I don't know if you read it, the one that was kind of like comparing him to, everybody wants a superhero in their champion, and he's a wonderfully human. I was like tearing up as I was reading it. Talking about how like the hardest thing when he lost was hearing his son ask his mom. I was like, oh,
I know. I was like, oh my God. So sad.
Yeah, but I mean, he's someone who puts family first, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Megan, you're attractive. Duh.
Thank you.
Duh.
Rose Thug, how long does she keep the belt? I don't know. I think she keeps it for a little bit. I think she wins the rematch.
You think so?
Yeah. I think she's got Joanna's number now.
Yeah. I think, if anything, she's in Joanna's head now, which I don't think anybody has ever been.
No. And Joanna, she came out and said that she, like her weight cut was bad. And I know a little bit about perfecting athletes who she works, and they're not very good. And like her weight, if you've seen, since she's been using perfecting athletes, like her performances are kind of getting like less and less. Like she was finishing people, and then she started like slowing down. She wasn't hitting as hard, like that kind of stuff. So I'm actually interested to see how she goes with a new nutrition team.
Oh, is she switching nutrition?
Yes,
possibly. Maybe you know something about that. Well,
maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's fantastic. Yeah, it'll be that. It's amazing how little things like you wouldn't think that the diet leading into the fight itself play a huge role, and it can play a huge role.
Yeah.
So that will be interesting to see.
What's your least favorite thing about being in the media / celebrity? I guess the trolls, people who literally, I don't know, like, I just can't fathom how somebody can take the time out of their day to look up somebody just to talk shit to them. Like, do you not have anything better to do?
Yeah.
Like, my mom always said, like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Exactly.
And go, Mom.
I'm amazed. YouTube is by far the cesspool of trolls.
Yeah. I feel like it's like YouTube's the worst, and then Twitter, and then Instagram.
Yeah, you guys are generally pretty nice, so thank you for that.
We like Instagram.
Yes.
Well, sometimes I get a lot of interesting people on mine. comment stuff. But I don't know. It just doesn't bother me anymore. It took me a while. It took me a while to get used to it, that's for sure. But who knows? I just like I value only like a certain like only certain people. I value their opinions over everybody else's. So if you're not one of those people, then if you're going to say something negative, then like I really don't care.
Someone said something
The couch coaches. Yes.
about a Tim Tam Slam. What's a Tim Tam Slam?
I don't know. I know you can put Tim Tams and drink like hot chocolate through a Tim Tam. It's
That's
delicious.
delicious.
And then it melts. It's great.
Let's do
Yeah.
that.
I actually have Tim Tams in the fridge.
Real ones? Did your parents send you some?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I want to try a real one because she says the ones here are shitty compared to the actual ones.
They are. It's very shitty.
When is Watch Your Mouth Part 2? We got good response on that. I feel like we need to do a mean tweets too.
I know we've got I've seen a lot of when are we doing mean tweets again.
I have plenty of material.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to read. I would want to read in its entirety the one of the lady who accused me of rigging my fights.
Oh my God.
I can't even.
Jesus Christ.
say that with a straight face. I rigged my amateur fight.
We should do just like a complete just one about the Sherdog forums, all the shit that people say about us on the because oh my God, that's the worst place.
I accidentally stumbled upon a thread one time that was entitled Laura said okay looking ... for being 35.
Oh my God.
And then it just became this whole debate about whether someone can even be hot after 30, and it was just like
Oh my God.
yeah.
That's hilarious. I just find it amazing that people like spend the time to like start a thread like that. Like,
yeah, kind of bizarre.
So bizarre. I'm getting a lot of emojis.
I know. They're cute, but hold on. Someone asked a question. Ever think of doing other sports, Megan? You are a physical.
Did you see that? Oh, I see that one. I see that one.
Yeah, you are a physical specimen.
I actually, yeah, I actually wouldn't mind like maybe transitioning into WWE like years down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ronda did. I was excited to see her debut in the UFC. Very cool.
I didn't see it. What exactly did she, I heard she didn't like do anything necessarily. She came out and
yeah, it was a little weird. Like she came out to the end. I actually would love like I feel like the thing she's really gonna have to work on is her kind of I guess like her
acting?
Talking, I guess. Yeah, like acting. I don't know. What do you call it? Because that's really hard to do, and she hasn't necessarily been the best at that. So I feel like that's something that I feel like they should bring in someone like what's his name, Brock Lesnar's manager, or like Vicky Guerrera, whatever her name is. They should bring those people back to come in to like and speak on her behalf. Like Brock Lesnar doesn't ever speak. He always gets his manager, Paul Heyman, to do it for him.
Oh.
So I feel like maybe they should do something like that until she's ready. Because I feel like her in-ring ability it will be great because she's an athlete and she knows what to do. So, but I feel like it's her kind of selling and talking she's gonna need a little work on.
I think you would bank in the WWE. It would be crazy. I can't wait to see you there.
Maybe.
Did you
maybe
see
one day.
what advice would give our teenage selves? I thought that was a good
I did not
question.
see that one.
Yeah. I feel like if I talk
What advice would you give teenage Laura?
Oh, Lord. I would say to worry less about what other people think, especially my parents.
Ah.
Yeah, I was, but I was especially when a people pleaser, only did things because I thought they would make other people happy, and just led to a lot of terrible decisions.
It's a
What
great
would you say?
recipe. Great recipe for good life decisions. um, I guess like I was bullied a lot through school and stuff like that, and I guess it would be like stand up for myself more, like um, don't take shit from anyone.
Yeah.
I guess
Now,
I've been able to do I do that now, but it would be great if I did that earlier. It would have led to a lot of less bad life decisions. A lot of alcohol related decisions. Because the drinking age is 18 in Australia, so we start early. Start
yeah,
young.
yeah. Yeah, I did the opposite. I was like trying to be a little Miss Perfect until I realized I wasn't, and then I went a little crazy.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's see here.
I have a
Oh,
high, love you. Oh, if you stood up for yourself then, would you still be a fighter?
that's a good
I don't know.
question.
Maybe I would have found MMA earlier. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
Do you prefer striking or ground and pound, Megan?
Um, I am predominantly a striker, but despite what a lot of people say, I actually work more on my wrestling and my ground game than I do my striking.
You
So
just
I actually
have,
don't mind. It's all kind of coming together now. So
yeah. You just haven't had any occasion to have to show it off, so I'm excited when you do.
yes, me too. Soon, very soon.
How was the spa trip? It was good. Okay. Oh, that went by too fast. Y'all like cars? Yes, I do.
Ever break your hands training? No, I've never broken my hands training, but I've fucked up my hand in a fight. My last fight with Charmaine Tweet, I fucked up my hand, and uh, I like bruised one of the bones in my hands, so I couldn't use it for a few months.
I broke my hand in training, but it was a freak accident when someone
Yes.
tapped when I wasn't paying attention, just like joking around, and I put my hand down weird and it snapped. But the best part of that story is that
Oh my God.
it was back when I was the only girl at the gym, and like they all thought I was just being a total pussy. And so our coach, he wasn't our coach then, so James, who was just a teammate at that point, was just like, "Oh my gosh, like quit moaning about this." And he's like pulling on my fingers because he thought maybe I just.
Oh.
And I'm like trying not to literally scream in pain. And then he told me to go home and rub some Vagisil on it. So I felt
Oh my
better.
God.
I
Of
felt
course he did.
hey, it's broken. It's broken.
Oh my God. That's awesome. The the ever insensitive James when it comes to injuries.
That's a great question. Did you see that one?
No.
The monetary value of all of your tattoos combined.
I don't know, but I've back home in Australia, the guy who did my tattoos I went to school with, so he gave me a discounted rate. But it's
How many
in the
hours
thousands.
do you have? Do you know how many hours?
I would say at least like 20 hours per arm, and then that's per arm, and then probably 15 hours on my legs so far.
Wow. That's a lot.
Oh,
I don't have any, so I have no concept of time or money needed.
interesting. I like it's so like rare to see someone who doesn't have tattoos these days.
I know. I thought about it, I was gonna put one on the bottom of my heel when I got my black belt, but then someone was like, "That's gonna really hurt to fade and still look dumb," so I just didn't do it.
You're like, and let's just let that one
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Um,
We need to do like a video.
get a face tat. No, I'm not. No, stop.
Not on that level. Oh, my dog is barking.
Do any of you have degrees? I do not. No, I've almost finished 2 degrees, but I have not. No, because I found out that studying was not for me.
Get in here. Interruption. I have a business degree, but I don't really use it anymore. I did for a while, but that was another lifetime ago.
When is your next UFC gig, Laura?
I will be weeks for the Tony versus who's he fighting? Dang it.
Yancy Medeiros?
Yeah, Yancy Medeiros. So that'll be a good card. Excited to go to Austin.
Good old Yancy. Didn't you go to the Austin fight last time?
No, but I went to Austin a couple months ago for the first time in my whole life. So
that's cool.
I'm excited to go back. Do you have tattoos on your back?
I don't know. Maybe one day. Who knows?
This is kind of fun. I know everybody wants to know, A, are you gay? And B, when are you fighting? We're not.
No. MMA fighters you looked up to back in the day. I actually never really looked up to anyone. I never really had someone that I idolized or anything. I never really had that in my entire life anyway. I've always kind of been I'm my own person, and I'm never going to be like somebody else, so why should I try to be like somebody else?
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot tall. I'm not going to be like those Instagram fitness models. 6 foot tall, 175 pounds. This is never going to happen.
It's a well-portioned 175, though, let me tell you, folks. Let's see here. Oh, where do I live? I live in Kansas City. Well, Lee Summit, technically, which is a suburb of Kansas City.
She has a nice place. They have cows.
We do have cows, yes. I feel like the UFC needs more female commenters. Latest thoughts? Yes, I definitely do. But I will tell you this, and this is going to sound really weird coming from a female person that does camera work for the UFC. I'm not a commentator. Sometimes it's hard, I think, for people to listen to a woman call fights. I honestly, personally do not like listening to a woman call a basketball game. And I know that sounds really sexist. I just don't. So I think it's going to be a long time before they have a female full-time commentator. They might start doing guest commentators, they have the color commentators that do a show here, show there. I can see that happening, but I don't ever see someone being a mainstay that's a woman for maybe ever. I don't know. I'm so sexist.
I feel like it's also in part a lot of people don't. A lot of the demographic is male.
Yeah.
That watch the sport, so I feel like part of it is in fact the fact that most guys are not going to believe or listen to a woman calling a fight because they think that they know better. We are 100% not sexist against females, but it's facts is facts. This is a male-dominated sport, so it's kind of something that we have to accept right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Misha Tate has commentated before, and she does do a nice job. She commentated for Invicta a couple times, but again, I I don't think that they're gonna. She does the desk for the UFC, but they would have had her commentate by now if that was something that they were interested in. Your
It's my
bra
favorite person.
tiny,
It's your bra size.
bitty.
Uh, we just need more females with deeper voices,
Mm,
unfortunately.
true. Why were UFC ratings so bad last year? That's an interesting question. I wish I could answer it. I have no idea. Probably
I don't know.
too many fights.
Oh, parent cyborg kill you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't heard that a million times, guys.
Kayla Harrison is really good. Boobies.
I feel like that's something Tim would say.
Do you have a favorite active fighter other than? Because my favorite active fighter would be you, of course. Favorite active.
Stop it. I don't. No, I don't have like a favorite active. I have like people that like I enjoy watching, I guess. I'm a big Alexander Gustafsson fight. I would like to see him fight DC after he fights Stipe because he's really like one of the few guys that DC hasn't been able to finish.
Yeah.
And I feel like Gustafsson is his biggest threat right now in the 205-pound division.
I mean, that would be. Yeah, I do it. His fight with John Jones is.
I thought he won that fight.
I did too. I did too.
I feel like a lot of people did.
I remember watching it and just being like, yeah.
I still can't get over DC literally picking a 6'4" man up in the air and literally spinning him like a complete fucking like 360 in the air.
Shouldn't even be
Jesus.
possible considering DC is what 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, he's 5'10".
That's crazy.
That's just. I feel like that's just like shows to DC's like he is legit one of the best pound for pound guys in MMA.
Yeah, for sure. Love your voice. A lot of people love your accent, Megan.
Too kind.
Although apparently the Australians think it's slipping. She gets that sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I think because I've been here for so long now, there's like certain things that I say, but then whenever I talk to Americans, they're like, "No, you have a strong accent." I'm like, "God damn it, guys!" I'm so confused.
It's funny, like when you hear Mick Maynard talk, and to my
oh yeah, he has like a weird hybrid.
He's got this weird like hybrid Australian Texan accent.
Yeah, I know, it's so weird. Someone goes, DC is the modern Jesus, question mark. Oh God. I am actually, it's interesting because there's been so many fight cards that have gone on sale without main events lately. That I feel like is so interesting.
That is interesting. I never really thought about that. That is interesting because you'd think that you'd have
to. London just went on sale, didn't have one. I'm pretty sure Charlotte went on sale without one. Orlando went on sale without one.
Is Verdum Volkanov the main event now?
I think they just announced that today, but I'm pretty sure tickets went on sale like yesterday or 2 days ago. I know. I thought it was going to be Bisping, but apparently not. And what's his name? Gunnar Nelson was going to fight Darren Till, but Till's apparently injured.
Oh shoot! I like Darren Till.
I actually really like that fight.
Yeah.
I would like to see like maybe Gunnar versus Wonder Boy.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen Wonder Boy in a while. I wonder what he's up to.
Well, he wants a title fight, but then I don't think they're going to make a third one considering how boring the second one was.
Yeah. The top of these divisions get so clogged when like the math doesn't make sense. Like so and so beat so and so, but like it's not doesn't work. I really
Bisping for president.
I really was a fan of the idea of Bisping and Vitor Belfort both
Oh,
doing like
Bisping
retirement.
hates Belfort. Jesus.
I know it's so good. Like they fight each other to retire at the same time. That would have been cool. Not that I want either of them to retire, but if they chose to do it, then it would have been a really neat moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is yoga in your
Well,
routine?
is yoga? No, no. Yoga is not in my routine. I stretch a little bit, but I don't do yoga. No, I don't want to break.
They're asking how your name is supposed to be pronounced. Probably because I'm all over the place with it.
So it's in America, like the way my name is spelt, you guys pronounce it Megan, but in Australia, the way we pronounce it, kind of pronounce it like it has two E's, like Megan. So yeah.
And I just can't keep myself straight, so it's like half and half. So don't listen to me. I have two men.
Someone asked if James's fight was the first time you've seen him watched him fight live. And yes, for me, yes. Laura's seen him fight live before,
Yeah,
but that was my first time, which was great.
yeah, that's cool. It is fun. It does.
How much time do you spend training in the gi? I'm gonna say like 5 hours a week,
consistently.
just in the gi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
maybe
went
sometimes less.
into it, and then I was like, ugh, I'm right now. I don't know.
It gets a bit. It is annoying.
Laura,
It
are
is
you
annoying.
married? I am not married to a fighter. I'm not married to someone who is even remotely in the MMA world. Have you ever dated a?
I see that one too.
A guy that was part Mexican? Does that count? Does that count?
I've never dated anyone that's a Mexican.
She
Sorry,
hasn't
guys.
date Mexicans until the last couple of years.
What? What?
Well, I can't imagine there's a lot of Mexicans in Australia.
No, not really. There's
You
this
guys have
really good like Mexican food. There's this place that we used to go when I was younger called Pancho's. It's great. And they have like a drive-through Mexican now called Guzman and Gomez. Oh, it's amazing. I love their quesadillas.
that sounds good.
Making me
Have we dated?
hungry.
Have we dated? I don't think I've
Did you
dated.
say Russians?
Yeah, I haven't dated a Russian. I have a Russian best friend.
No.
She's from Russia. She
Yes.
was born there. Spasiba.
Vodka. That's all I got.
Yeah.
It's the extent of my Russian.
I guess they're called Mexican.
When is the next tattoo? When I get some money. What type of Australian food do you eat here? Just whatever my parents send over, I guess. A lot of lollies, candy, like Australian candy. Our chocolate's way better. We don't have like all the weird preservatives and stuff like that that you guys have.
Yeah.
Speaking dated Durkin. Oh my God. No,
What is all
I
this
haven't.
dirt? I don't get that.
What was that?
I said, what's the Durkin reference? I don't get it.
You know Patrick Cummins?
Yeah?
His name, I think his fight name Durkin.
Oh. Yeah, I don't get it.
I've never met Patrick in my life.
I like his teeth.
I love his moustache. He looks like Charles Bronson.
I know.
So cool. And he embraces the no tooth Tuesday.
I like it. Are you gonna, when you do get money, are you gonna work on your legs some more?
I plan
the
to
next?
completely cover my entire leg, like in a leg sleeve.
Just the left one or both?
Just the left one. right now. Don't tell my mother that.
You're probably on here.
Like, I don't know. I really don't know. That woman, she stalks me like no one ever has stalked me before.
Very good
She
job.
knows things about me before I know. I'm like, Jesus, how did you know this?
She's great. I always love it when she like responds to your Twitter haters.
I know. I had to tell her to stop. I had to tell her to stop on like Facebook because like she would like her and my aunt get on there and like support me and stuff like that, and they'll like talk back to people if they're like trolls, and like I had to like give them I was like, Mom, like tell Gail and you like stop doing that. Like I don't care if these people say shit about me, but if they like look into that and they realize like you're my family, like I will lose my shit if they start going in on you.
Do you think Cody Garber's foundation? I can confirm it is not. That I can
Yeah, I
confirm.
don't think he has really great skin though.
Does. He is, and I mean this in the nicest way, he has a very pretty face. Like,
Yes. He has great skin. Great skin.
yeah,
Jealous.
I know.
I'm getting a lot of hellos.
A lot of hellos, a lot of emojis.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Okay. Do you believe in love?
Do you guys believe in love?
Of course I believe. I don't believe in like that there's one person in the whole world meant for one other person, but love is a thing, yes. What do you think, Megan?
What was that? You cut out.
What do you think?
What do I think? Does it matter what I think?
Don't avoid the question.
Yes, I guess yes. I think that someone does. I think there is a thing that is love. And that's my answer. Hello. I'm getting a lot of emojis, like heart eye
Surprised someone
emojis.
have a.
What do you think about Khabib
What do you think about
Nurmagomedov?
Khabib? Love, just an animal.
Yes, he is. I think I think he's gonna beat Tony, and I think he's gonna be at the top of that division for a long time. I don't see anyone beating him. That's how I feel about the Eagle.
Agree.
Oh.
Agree. It's going to be tough to ever unseat. Although I'm telling you, Tony might give him a good fight, though. Tony's
I think
badass.
so. Yeah.
Have you traveled outside of the Midwest, Megan?
I've been to California. I've been to Colorado. I've been to Vegas.
That counts.
Driven
been
through
to New York?
Kansas. It's a real pleasant trip.
Yeah.
Date Connor, no thank you. He's 5'9" and it's way too short for me.
I have a 6-foot rule.
What is it? I love it. I love it. What's the weather like there? Cold? It actually hasn't been too bad though. It's been like warmer than it has been lately. It was actually hoodie weather yesterday.
We've had a couple of good days, but then before that, it was like eat face off cold.
Yeah. Ask some questions, guys.
Now, I'm surprised no one has asked why my face is so greasy.
Cocaine eyes.
And why my eyes are so big.
I'm surprised no one's said anything about my breathing.
That's right. If we do get a microphone for the show, I feel like we're just gonna get more comments about, I don't know,
I
whatever.
don't know. Probably the sound quality will even go down even more so.
When you guys get drunk, do you scrap with random people? I have always secretly wanted to get into a street fight, but haven't really had the opportunity. But I've always some stupid girl to like just rip off to. I mean, she would have to, because I'm not going to just start, but I would defend myself. So yeah, secretly I would like to, but I never have. I punched a guy once and that's it.
That's more than I've done. No one's ever
Yeah.
tried to start a fight with me. Most people look at me and just
Who
like,
would try to start a fight?
sorry.
Who right in mind would try to start a fight with you?
I don't know. I've always wanted someone to, because you know how like when you go into the clubs and like girls kind of like bump you like in the back, like trying to get through, and I always push back because it's somewhat amusing. And during this time, I wasn't drinking then, so I was always sober. And they'd turn and look at me like and try to start a fight, like, "Who do you think you are?" And I'd be just like, and they'd always be like, "Sorry," just walk off. Just someone fight me already.
Someone asked, this was a good question. Someone asked what our favorite shows are. You go first.
Oh, so I have a Fire Stick. So I have a lot of shows. I just finished watching Peaky Blinders, which was awesome. And I just finished that Taboo with Dan Hardy. They're kind of like old school ones, but they're awesome. Like I definitely would highly recommend watching them, guys.
Yeah. I kind of like Black Mirror, but I'm not entirely sold on Black Mirror. It's kind of, I don't know. I'll see. I keep watching more episodes, so obviously I like it. I really liked The Crown. I doubt anybody here liked, because it was about British royalty, and that's kind of lame, but I found it interesting because it's a true story. And then, yeah, that's about it. Like recently.
Oh, I like Cake and Chocolate. Do you see that one?
Yes, I love cake.
Yes. Go on.
Yes, Black Mirror is tense at times. But I feel like it tries too hard sometimes to be intense. I mean, it is intense, but it's like, okay, we're taking this too far.
I watched the first season of that Frontier with Jason Momoa, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I don't. It has like no background. It doesn't really set a scene of any kind. Like you kind of just like, it's like you're walking through the wilderness, not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
And you just watch everything and just be like, okay, how the fuck does that relate to this thing?
It's like they just wanted to have some really cinematography. Screw the storyline. Let's just shoot this, and we'll put Jason Momoa in it, so we know it'll be good. And yeah, that's
everyone will watch. Well,
which is why
I watched it.
Yeah, it's why I watched it. You're ugly. Thank you. That's nice.
Thank you. You talking about Khal Drogo? Of course. Or the new Aquaman.
Breaking Bad is amazing. I didn't mention it.
I could never get into Breaking Bad.
Really? What?
Yeah.
What?
Sorry.
I thought Australians were short.
Sorry, guys. Do you like Crocodile Dundee? I've never watched Crocodile Dundee. But have you seen the previews for the new Dundee film that's coming out? And it's like 30 years later and the son comes back from America. And there's like Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, Margaret Robbie, like there's literally like so many goddamn Australian actors in this movie. It looks so funny. It's supposed to be like a comedy.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. That sounds great. I haven't seen any previews for that. That sounds. Hello.
Hello. Russell Crowe. Yes, Russell Crowe's in it.
Do you
Hello.
wrestle? I would love to wrestle a koala, like playfully,
No,
gently. They're adorable.
you don't want mm, mm,
No,
mm,
no.
no. If you don't want to meet one of them in the wild, they actually have chlamydia, and they can be very vicious.
What?
Yeah, little known fact. You're welcome.
What are you saying that? They actually have chlamydia. Do you have to have sex with them to get it, or like, do they just like
Um,
on you and you get chlamydia?
I don't know. Don't touch them,
Oh
and
my god!
don't go near them, and you won't have to find out.
I will never touch a koala. If someone took a trip to Australia, touched a koala, got chlamydia, and came home, and they're trying to explain to their spouse, "No, I swear I got a koala."
I don't think it works like that. I don't know, but like, it's I guess a tip for Thursday. Bit of an educational Thursday on Australian wildlife.
Dying. This is great. Do kangaroos have AIDS? I'm learning so much. Oh,
Oh God.
they probably do.
Someone goes, may you at least spread your toes. Interesting.
I get a lot.
I
of
used to watch Ridiculousness to that person.
Yeah, I like ridiculousness.
Rob Dyrdek. He's
Yeah.
funny.
I miss Rob and Big show.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Australia has snakes. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's it's a given. We have everything that wants to kill you. You're welcome.
You do in a very small amount of space too.
I know.
Yeah, Russ. I know he died. It was a great show. And then what was their dog's name? Meaty, something like that.
2 crocodiles smoke weed. Really? 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 Oh my God.
How long have we been on here?
I don't know. Well, I feel like
Yeah, the UFC.
Oh my God, 53 minutes.
True baby hands. I have normal size hands. Small, but they're not as small as I was having fun with some tiny hands this weekend.
That was hilarious. Gonna lie. You trying to bite into that bread?
There's summers. I have to get up here. Everybody's like, "How high were you?" or drunk. I was neither. I was just having fun. That's me sober.
Excellent. So many thirsty dudes. Yes.
Yeah. Dehydration problem.
Yes. Well, we've been here for a while. We've answered a lot of questions. I need to go eat. I'm starving. I haven't eaten dinner yet.
You haven't eaten dinner? Go eat. I need to go to bed.
I know, I'm going to.
Thank you guys for and thank you for setting this up, Megan. We'll do it again.
We didn't know we could do this, but we will. We'll do it for you guys.
I like this talking about the lane cards.
Oh, that's funny. Yes, well, we'll be back next week with UFC Perth. We have the interim middleweight title on the line with Luke Rockhold and Yoel Romero, and we have Mark Hunt back fighting versus Curtis Blades. So we'll be back next week with our regular breakdown. That's what I meant. See you guys.
Bye.